everyone, we're back here again at the Desk of Interesting Things for Gambit Magazine, and today we have another unboxing for you, something a little bit different than what we're used to here. And well, let's jump right in it. It's inside this little white box that just came to the office today. We open it up, we find out that it is OkiDoKeys. Now, OkiDoKeys is something that may interest a lot of you listeners and viewers here with us. OkiDoKeys allows your smartphone to basically become your keys and unlock and lock your doors, giving you free access to your hands if you have a lot of things in your hands or this and that, and just fumbling with keys and back and forth. So what they sent us over is two things. Mainly, this is the main OkiDoKeys system, simple install, all that good stuff. But if you've been reading with us and kind of seen our past reviews, we've featured something similar to this with the Kivo system, and the Kivo system we liked a lot. But one of the main things that disappointed us with that system is that it was only compatible at the time with the iPhone. But if you've noticed here, if we scroll down right here, you'll note that this one, the OkiDoKeys, is Bluetooth Smart, and yes, is available on the Apple App Store, but also Google Play Store. So this works with both Apple and Android phone. Among some other things that we'll get into when we give this a little in-depth review, it's not just those two things by itself. So let's take a look. The package contents: 1 OkiDoKeys Smartlock, 3 OkiDoKeys Smartlock covers, 1 metal plate and protective rubber gasket, 1 sensor kit, 3 screwdriver kit, 4 AAA batteries, and 1 user guide. Smartphone is not included. And if you can tell, our covers, you get a choice of 3 covers: satin, chrome, satin brass, and antique brass. Or some trendy covers down there if you want to be a little fancy, but we didn't get those. Just got the standard stuff. Now, so let's take a look at the actual unit and see what we have to work with. This little box, Smartlock guides, and this really is it. This is everything. The Kivo system that we did before had a lot of parts, required a lot of setup. This looks to be a lot less involved, and if we take everything out, this, if you can just tell, is just the plate on top. Again, another plate on top, the gold one. Put those to the sides. Underneath, we just have some accessories. So there's our screwdriver, our bolts, and all that stuff. And these will actually be very useful for other projects in the future. And if we look over here, same thing, batteries, and some screws and such. Looking at the main unit here, which is on the silver one, we pull it out. We notice that is it. It's all built in, self-contained into this unit. No extra back brace, no extra pieces that need to be attached. If you look down here, this is the other plate that just attaches to the back. So a lot less parts, a lot less involved, it would seem, in the Kivo. Now, we don't know that for sure how it's going to work because we've yet to set this up. We are going to be putting it together later this week, using it through the weekend, and giving it a good couple of days use in and out with different people and seeing how the product and the service works. Nothing underneath, no extra guff. Everything is basically done online. You have to go online and take care of accounts and all that stuff. Some of the technical features, if you were wondering on those, you can unlock your door with basically any Bluetooth 4.0 enabled smartphone, iPhones 4S and above, Android 4.3 and above. So it gives you a lot of flexibility. It's a secure system by their standards. They say they're using a system very similar to what banks and what the military uses as a form to keep you safe, which is nice. It says it's an easy install, of course, but everything says that. It's not dependent on any sort of Wi-Fi to operate, and it's compatible with the OkiDoKeys Smart Reader, the OkiDoKeys Smart Gateway, and accessories. Now, that's where things get a little bit interesting. We also got in this pack, put this to the side, this, the OkiDoKeys Smart Keys. Now, not everyone has a 4S and above and Android 4.3 and above. We know there's a lot of people that use Windows phones that maybe have an older phone or just don't use this kind of technology. Case in point, in my personal home, there are 2 members of the family that use Windows Phone. And much of the products, the Kivo is one example, can't run that kind of stuff. So this is where OkiDoKeys comes in with a fix. And what this is a smart reader. And this reader, from what we're led to believe, attaches to the door right next to it and logs in with the Kivo unit itself and lets you basically ask as a swipe feature for certain products. Now, in this box comes with 3. It comes with a card, and it comes with a keychain that goes on your keychain, as well as, look on here, kind of a lifeband thing. And what happens is when you have one of these units, and say you don't have a phone, you don't have anything like that, you basically just pass the card over it, pass the key ring next to it, oops, look at that, pass the bracelet by it, and it'll act just like it would on your phone as an app and whatnot. So that is kind of cool. Same thing here, you get a little installation stuff, and oops, nothing underneath. So from what we have just laid out right here, it's a very, very sparse system. Doesn't look like it requires a lot of technical skill, at least in the installation of it. The last system we tested out did require a lot of unscrewing and bolts and adjustments, and it did take quite a long time. So we're going to see how this one compares to that when we do a full review. So stay tuned for that. This has been Gambit Digital, taking a look at the OkiDoKeys system. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, please leave them below. And if they are questions about the unit, we'll see if we can get to them before we actually give you our full written review. So stay tuned for that, and have a good one.